Hey guys, Mike, IronTrap Garage, and we are back working on my 34 Cabriolet. In the last video, we had the engine and trans mounted into the car, and now we have to do some more mechanical stuff. I need to rebuild the steering box. I picked out a 33.4 steering box from our pile of parts when I got the car about a year and a half ago. I picked the absolute worst steering box. It looked like it was under the ocean. The sector shaft does not move at all, it is stuck. I, off camera, took the whole steering box apart already. I have parts to rebuild it, but first we need to use some heat and actually press the sector shaft out because it is stuck, it doesn't move at all. So I gotta do some rebuilding on the steering box. I'll show you guys rebuilding that. I have this really nice 37 banjo wheel that's gonna go on it to go in the car. And then we're gonna try and hook up the drag link and everything. I'll probably mount the pedals in as well so we can start working on clutch stuff. And also we need to figure out how we're gonna do juice brakes in my 34 using stock pedals. So there's a bunch of different stuff we're gonna work on today. So let's get started. Well, maybe it did. It might have.
That'll be nice if that's what, yeah, if that's what it is.
Oh. Hey, there we go. Woohoo! All right, so I cut off the sleeve for the lock, like the ignition to lock the column. I'm not going to be using the stock ignition switch. The one that I have is all damaged and messed up, so we're just going to use one on the dash. So I took that off so we could do this. Take this sleeve off, which bolts to the steering box. Then we have our bearing, upper and lower cup. And as you can see, this thing is pretty gross. So I have replacement parts for all of this. So I'm going to take a wire wheel and clean up this area here where the bearing mounts. This all looks okay. Clean up the worm gear. You could press this off to get all that off, but this is extremely hard to get off of the shaft. So I'm gonna clean all this up, grab my new bearings, pre-grease some of them, put them on, and then we'll work on the lower bearing, which goes in the box, and we still need to press off the sector shaft, which is the tricky part. So let's do some cleaning and put some new parts on. I was able to find NOS parts. 3rd gen V8 had a bunch of this, and I believe Joe's Antiques Auto Parts I had to get the bearings from because they were out of stock. 3rd gen, but a brand new cup goes on top. Here's the old one, and then a brand new roller bearing as well. Feels kind of bad using NOS Ford parts, but hey, they're brand new and they're in nice shape. The only piece I could not find, there's like a washer that goes on top. Ooh, look how nice that is. All brand new. That's gonna go on, and there's a washer that goes on top. I could not find a replacement for, so we have to clean the old one and reuse it. So I'm gonna clean that now, slide it together, put brand new gaskets, clean this cup up, put it back on, and then this half is done, then we can move over to the box. All right, we got all of our stuff set up. All these gaskets, I believe, set the preload on your thrust bearings. So we're gonna put them all in, and then I can easily get in there and clip and take one out as necessary. Slide this baby on. There. And the top goes on. Oh boy, son of a biscuit. Old Butterfingers over here. Ugh. And there's, and the cup. So we got everything put together. I cleaned the inside of the box. This race on the inside was actually okay. It was not damaged. So we are going to grab the lower bearing, drop that in, then we can bolt this on, and then we can work on the sector shaft. I have to get Matt's assistance with the torch to get that apart, and then we should be good. All right, we're gonna drop this in. Got the roller bearing already down on the bottom. New cup, which we need to tap in because it is a tight fit. An oil seal. I got some corn head grease. Pump in this bad boy. There's like just under 5 ton of pressure.
I don't know what that means. I don't know how much that is.
There's pressure.
That seems like a lot. But I don't know if that's... You don't know where it's stuck at, huh?
Assume it's somewhere, I mean, that's where the bushings are at. So I'd assume it's somewhere in there.
Towards the top?
Well, the bushings are in that whole space. There's 2 of them stacked on each other.
I just heard that.
Pressure drop.
Yep.
So we put a little bit more on it.
That means it's moving. The happy temp. Yep.
I just don't want to put too much and break the flange.
Sound we're looking for. Keep going now? Yep, keep going. Once it gets to the right temp, you need to keep moving. Yep.
Quick and easy, it's tasty, it should be.
Just a little heat always helps. There you go. That's the ticket. Magic flame wrench wins again. Wasn't even a challenge. Ooh.
Hey, there we go.
That whole thing. All right, coming at you.
Alrighty, this is going to be a problem. Hold on, back it up just a tiny bit. There we go.
Watch your fingers.
We're going to have to take this header off, I think, to get it in. They did glow.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, they did.
Or they just like flop off.
Yeah, right. You gotta worry about them landing on your feet.
Alrighty. Did you actually go grab me, I got a hold of the box.
Yep.
3/8 washers?
Yep. Yeah, you definitely want washers and lock washers.
I have lock washers.
Yeah.
I got a steering box. It turns too.
Nice. That's always good.
It's always very good.
Yeah, it's good when the steering box turns.
Especially after I,
Did you put a bushing in this
yep,
side?
brand new.
Nice. That line up with the dash though?
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh yeah, you gotta pull it out a little bit. Got
These
it.
aren't super tight, but they're snug.
Sweet.
Steering wheel and everything.
And pedals.
We pulled the pedal up.
I feel like I'm really low.
You don't look low. You're looking out the windshield.
That's true, and we're gonna chop it.
Yeah.
It's very weird not being able to see the engine.
You look fine.
Is that filming?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, the pedals really aren't at a bad spot either.
Nice.
I feel like I could be a little bit higher,
Yeah.
but if we are
But
gonna chop it,
Yeah.
I feel like the steering wheel needs to come down. Alrighty, so steering box is in. I also bolted on a set of fitment headers that I had kicking around in the trunk of the car that I've had for a little while. Also bolted my pedal assembly in, so it felt good to actually sit in the car and have a little bit of everything there to see how my feet felt and, you know, the shifter and everything. So the other thing I think we need to do is lower the steering column just a little bit. Because I'm gonna be sitting all the way back, I have some room where it could be a little bit lower in my lap. So that's something we're gonna do a little bit further down the line. It does need grease. The box does turn nicely, but there is zero grease inside of it. I used up the last of Matt's corn head grease, so I'm gonna order a few tubes of that to fill this and have some spare on the shelf. So we're making good progress. The next thing I believe we're gonna do is a torque tube and drive shaft for this thing. So I have the one from this rear at the warehouse. I need to grab it, bring it back, and the next video should be getting some driveline in it. Maybe we'll start it and move it back and forth on its own power. So we got some exciting stuff coming up. Thanks guys for watching. Catch you later.